Hello, this is Colin Ryan, and we handle the holisticradioshow.com. I would like to talk with you today about Dr. Paul Benson. He's a great friend of ours. He's an immaculate speaker, very imaginative, very creative, on the history of church items and like the history of Christmas and many other goodies. So here he is right now that you can listen to him on the history of Halloween and All Saints' Day, which was Sunday, and of course today, Monday, November 2nd, 2015, is All Souls' Day. So here's Dr. Benson.
It is All Saints' Day. All Saints' Day, and actually tomorrow's All Souls' Day. These were two of the most important days on the church calendar. And, of course, last night, hard to forget, it was All Saints' Evening, or as we say, All Hallows' Evening, got shortened into Halloween, and celebration of All Saints' Day. By the way, you know the way this got started, the trick-or-treating was back in medieval Europe. There was this practice, which we're going to talk quite a bit about, called indulgences and pardons. And the idea was that someone would say a prayer for someone else to obtain time out of purgatory. Time in purgatory, of course, was something you didn't want to endure any longer than you had to. Purgatory wasn't exactly the most pleasant place. It was a place that you tried to avoid, if at all possible. And so people would go from door to door, and if they'd come to the door and say a prayer for someone and then receive a treat. The treat was typically a little cookie or cake that was cooked especially for the occasion. And so this idea that you would come and give a prayer and then go from house to house giving prayers, and people appreciated the prayers. And so this is how the idea of going to the house and getting something from the occupant. The trick part, of course, evolved over time. The idea that if you didn't get something, then you would do a trick. And a lot of things have been added to it. It reminds me how Christmas has been embellished with all kinds of things that have nothing to do with Christmas at all, but have been attached to that holiday. Same with Halloween. Certain things that really had nothing to do with Halloween in the first place, because it's supposed to be a night of preparation for All Saints' Day, when you honor the saints. So here we are all these years later. The only part that's really remembered is the trick-or-treat part, the evening part, and the kids dressing up and going to door, going to parties and so on.
You can listen to Dr. Benson for free at 9:45 a.m. in the old gym on the third floor of the First Methodist Church, downtown Dallas at the corner of Ross and Harwood. You can take one of the brand new elevators up and enjoy a wide-ranging and sometimes whimsical talk. You missed the first one from Sunday, November 1st, called The Relic Redemption, Them Bones. Sunday, November 8th, Old School Saints, Hair Shirt Stylites. Sunday, November 15th, New School Saints, Sermonizing Stigmatics. If you get a chance, do see Dr. Paul Benson. Thank you, and happy All Souls Day. This is Colin Ryan with the holisticradioshow.com.